You're Asian? Do you know how successful Asians are?
Oh Lord, okay, we're gonna bring that shit up, huh?
Asian is literally
If
more
anything,
privileged
bitch,
than
back
white.
of the line.
Oh, good Lord, no, that's actually very unhinged of you to say, Clark. I wanted to check out this. I don't know what is going on here, but it's about woke Canadians not coping well, and it's getting unhinged. I don't know what the context is, but it's another normal gaze video. I saw the first few seconds of this Misha Petrov video that we could also look at. Saying that it's apparently, from what I could tell, it has something to do with the acronym, let's call it, which is what I've been calling it, the lettuce, gay, bacon, and tomato acronym. As someone who's part of the gay of the lettuce, gay, bacon, and tomato, I can obviously give some 2 cents on it. But I do want to see what these guys have to say. Here, let me do this. I don't want to be in their way, so I'll join them down here as the sort of third wheel.
You would have all heard of the victim card. These Canadians went one better and started handing out equity cards.
There's a point of privilege on microphone 1.
And then they're obviously very happy. Well, he's not. Well, Clarkson's not very happy. He's already over whatever the hell she just said.
To look like that. I was standing here with my gender equity card before.
Wait. What the hell is a gender equity card? This is my first time hearing about it.
Or you called on the previous speaker.
Okay, so she's scolding her
Oh, so they're all woke scolding each other?
because she called on the other line when she was standing there holding an equity card, which is supposed to get her called before someone because she's a member of a marginalized identity.
Wait. No, I have no idea what he just said.
I don't have anything to say.
We're just getting started.
Hey guys, welcome to Normal Gaze, where we take on insanity. I'm Brad Palumbo here with Clarkson Lawson.
What's up, guys?
So, you probably saw clips from this.
I haven't. I don't know if I'm ready for this.
Oh, Canada.
It is not my home and it's not my native land, so I don't have any attachment to it.
The New Democratic Party, aka NDP.
Oh,
which
yeah.
is like their left socialist party.
I gotta get my mind out of the gutter.
Why? Explain.
DP?
I don't get it.
Okay. Why? What does that mean?
I'm not saying it on camera.
Say it.
Good, I don't want to hear it.
No, because everybody already calls me a whore in the comments.
Well, are they wrong? You guys keep bragging about your OnlyFans, so I don't want to hear it.
Oh, you are a whore.
Anyway, they had this convention, and
They always have conventions.
it's like the DSA conventions. You know those ridiculous clips you see from here from the Democratic Socialists?
Yes.
It's like that on steroids. They literally had identity cards for marginalized identities you could use to cut the line to speak on motions.
These topics
Okay.
this week are really
Sorry, I was trying to check to see if the stream was
making me not like left people.
It's unfortunate. I mean, you don't want to lump them all together into one, but even some of them can acknowledge that some others are like, yeah, I don't think we need that.
And I
Let's
know
go.
what he's
Oh my god, no, he's fucking bumping iron.
doing because I told him,
I don't think bumping iron is the correct term, though.
I said I don't like positioning us as like right-wing commentators, but you
I don't want to be positioned as anything except who I am.
can't help it when you see these stories.
Oh, no, well, I'm not doing that because of that. These are just the topics that I just had.
no, I
I've
know.
had most
No
of these for
shit.
Well,
weeks
because
anyway.
it's like you can't help but not talk about it like this.
Well, because it's entertaining.
It's crazy.
I'm doing this because it's entertaining, because I also know that I can give my own 2 cents.
I'm just looking for
It's
shit that's
also crazy.
entertaining.
Yeah.
And you told me we have to stop talking about fat people all the time, so
Well, yeah. So this
Well,
is better.
yeah.
let's watch this clip from Sky News Australia where they went through some of the, compiled some of the best moments from this
The best moments, quote unquote.
conference.
Folks
Because I don't know what's actually going on
in
here.
Canada, or snow Mexicans as some call them,
Who the hell calls Canadians snow Mexicans? I'm pretty sure it's Chinook.
and some of the
Wait, what?
looniest Canadians in the country got together recently. It was a conference for the
Snow
hard
Canadians is
left New
crazy.
Snow
Democratic
Mexicans.
Party.
Oh.
Now, you would have all heard of the victim card. These Canadians went one better and started handing out equity cards, literally.
There's a point of
No, apparently this lady is on the thumbnail.
privilege.
Unless I'm wrong about her being a lady. That laugh.
Bitch.
She had to look like that.
No, I mean, I should have commented on the fact that she has that freaking hairstyle. No. They all seem to have that hairstyle. And when I say they all, I mean people like her.
I miss the Clinton Democrats.
Aww.
Well, this is like the leftist party.
I
It's
know.
not even
Oh,
like
that's
their-
this
it's
is
not
the
even
leftist party.
Yeah, it's not even their like liberal party.
Okay.
Oh, right. Because there is a difference between the left and liberals.
Okay.
But still, it's like unlike here where it's a fringe. They're an actual party that has seats and everything.
Yep.
Like there's no DS. Well, there's a. Few,
This is
but
a. This is a. This. I don't want to be mean, but that's a creature.
That's a creature.
Like
No, it's like that one right-wing party that exists in Germany. Like, by some accounts, they're like moderately right-leaning, but because they don't want to go back to 1940s Germany, they just assume that it's far right.
come up with
I-
better person
It's
to put
just
up there.
sometimes you can look at somebody and know exactly what they believe,
I try not to do that, but it's kind of hard not to.
and
What their pronouns are.
what like you can just tell by the way someone looks.
The people say not to judge books by their cover, but these days it's kind of easy to do that.
And I
But then again, anyone who knows me will know who I really am,
I reject the
or at least what I really think.
idea that the way you look is what you believe, but I do
Then there's a-
recognize the pattern.
Then we'll go to microphone 3. Go ahead, delegate.
Yes. Hello, I was standing here with my gender equity card before you called on the previous speaker.
Okay, so
Yeah, I don't even know what the heck, and I don't even know what that is supposed to be.
she's scolding her because she called on the other line when she was standing there holding an equity card, which is supposed to get her called before someone because she's a member of a marginalized identity.
Yeah, this was my face exactly when I was like, wait, I don't even know what he just said.
I don't have anything to say. I have nothing to say. I
So I'm trying to figure out what's actually going on. So she has that card that somehow grants her the right to be heard first. But then the lady that was up on the podium was calling to someone else who apparently doesn't have that card. And so the lady with the card, you can understand why I'm struggling to wrap my head around this.
all I want to know. No, I have nothing to say. I really don't, because like
I'm trying to make sense of it, but I can't.
this girl enrages me.
Which one? The one with the card?
This one or that one?
All of them.
All of them.
They enrage me. Like if I
I don't know. That sounds very woman-hating of you to say, Clarkson.
was around them, I would turn beet red and just I would fume.
You should use your. I wonder if one of us would have that type of card here. Can I use my walking, talking animal card to get some equity?
And I don't even know what I would say, but I would say some very mean stuff. And my goal would be to make them
I would just ask questions, like legitimate questions, and I want some straightforward answers.
cry because I just feel like I don't know. I just have nothing to say.
Good
I never
lord.
agree with the people who are like, bring back bullying. Like, I think bullying is wrong.
No, you
Tectone be like.
don't bully people on immutable characteristics.
No, that's
Like,
not what I'm saying.
No. I'm saying no.
But,
You
like,
don't bully, but
These people probably should have been bullied a little bit for their personalities. No.
I mean, I've been bullied. Well, before the 5th grade, I was bullied by neighbor kids. But afterwards, I had the exact opposite happen to me, where I became basically the popular kid, and I didn't like it. I didn't like all that attention.
For their immutable characteristics.
I think
Like, just 5%.
no. I
Small
don't
tease
think
there.
I don't think it's bullying. I think they needed to be embarrassed and corrected by somebody who is actually smarter than them.
Authority figures
Mhm.
said they probably got gentle parented.
Correct.
I
And
don't
that's why they piss me off so much.
Well, also,
Because
guys,
they don't get enough they lack discipline.
Because they believe they're saving the world by pointing out
They ain't saving shit.
their equity card was wrong. This girl probably thinks that this is like
doing her
a
big one.
huge immoral or like this an injustice that needs to be corrected.
Yes, because there aren't definitely starving people around the world.
And they're so tunnel visioned on themselves
It's all about themselves. They don't necessarily care about other people.
That they miss everything else going on in the world. It's like when people on the far left only attack Democrats, and then they're the reason why Kamala lost the election.
I mean, I know that Hassan Piker didn't want anyone voting for Kamala.
Because all they care about is what they can criticize, what they have proximity to, and they have no ability to look at things from a macro perspective, and it pisses me off.
Yeah.
That's my point of privilege that I would like to
I
raise.
will explain the speaking order,
God.
which is fixed.
When they bring up a complaint, they call it a point of privilege.
A complaint is a point of privilege. I don't even know what that means.
Okay.
Which is fixed that I cannot amend, which is the pro-con rotation.
What the hell? Now she's just saying words in order to sound smart.
You can move yourself up a line that you're standing.
Oh, she's pissed.
I am pro, and I
Pro what?
Was,
We went,
you went pro, con,
we went pro-con, pro, and my plan was to go con. The speaker at Con Mic 3 also has a speaking card.
Yesterday,
Okay, wait. So who are we prioritizing?
This is why in governance these people never get anything done.
They're always so focused on little needless shit.
And this is also why they don't have their own party. Oh wait, this is Canada.
Yeah.
This is Canada.
Well, it's why their party probably doesn't win anything. Because they can't get anything done.
I think they might be in coalition with the majority government. I'm not sure. I should.
Yeah,
Now, that's the thing about like multi-party states is that they often they give the illusion that they all have like many different parties as opposed to the US's two-party system. But low-key, they really are just two-party systems because a lot of those smaller parties are just in larger coalitions.
That's
I
because
shouldn't
that's
say
what,
shit
that's
that
what
I-
they do. These far left people, they're like leeches.
They hijack the center left. Yeah.
Yep, they hijack the liberal.
They make the center left they make the center left look far right when really that they're not.
The people who believe in capitalism, who like believe in democracy and all that stuff, because they cannot for the life of themselves organize accordingly.
Without collapsing into
Because
civil
think
war.
about
It's like a supernova. Sometimes a star is so big that when it goes supernova, it collapses in under its own weight and becomes a black hole.
how much time that bitch just wasted talking about her point of privilege. Oh my
You
god.
just know she's about to.
I'm let's watch it.
Can-
I wanna
wait,
know
wait.
what she's gonna say.
Predict
Wait,
her
what?
complaint. Which of the boxes is it going to be about?
Which boxes?
Race, sexuality, gender identity.
All of the above.
You know what? I was gonna say. I think that she's gonna say, as a marginalized person of color who is immunocompromised, I don't like that somebody probably said something because it's killing people with low immune systems.
Masks
I.
or something. Is that-
Not necessarily about masks,
Oh, right. She was wearing a
but
mask.
some type of protocol that doesn't protect immunocompromised people.
Let's see.
this card was used in an inappropriate manner.
What would that be?
And while I understand in Ontario we know this is equity, even if this was
And of course, that lady right there is nodding. What are you nodding about?
also used inappropriate in terms of gender. I want everyone to be mindful that these cards for individuals like myself who identify as a black woman,
What do you mean you identify as a black woman? You are a black woman.
She identifies as a black woman.
So basically, Uncle Ruckus, except not. Uncle Ruckus identifies as a white man. Imagine an actual white man. I mean, there are cases of like white people identifying as black and then getting canceled. Imagine if that woman decided to identify as a white woman. She'd basically be the female Uncle Ruckus.
That is such an interesting phrase. Identifying as a black woman. Are they? Like, I know that they.
So I don't have to identify as gay. I mean, I
I don't have to identify as Mexican
just
or half Mexican.
sleep with men and have
I just happen to have ancestry that goes back to Mexico.
romantic relations with men,
But that doesn't mean I'm Mexican.
but I'm not gay.
Mostly the former, not the latter.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, right. They make a distinction between romantic attraction and sexual attraction.
Wait, I thought you said the latter. My bad. Anyways,
Anyway, I just think it's funny. So, I think she was like mad that white people were using it.
no, she was mad that it gendered her incorrectly, I think.
I
See how we can't even keep up.
exactly. I can't even keep up. I didn't realize black. Oh my god. I didn't realize black was a gender now.
This is what I'm saying. They're doing No.
It's all
I mean, I do remember watching a video where some guy did a thought experiment where, what am I hearing? I know, right? I remember watching a video about a thought experiment done by someone who happened to be black, where he made his pronouns the N-word, and that if people really respected his pronouns, then that they would refer to him as the N-word. But obviously, if they were not black, they couldn't necessarily, do that. So imagine if I did that, but with the F slur. I identify as a fidget, so you are going to refer to me as fidget.
Progress.
It's like a Portlandia skit.
Yeah. I mean, what do you like?
It's kind of funny though.
You know what? I think that America should have a coalition like Canada does.
What kind of
Like
coalition?
this.
I mean, there's pros and cons.
Don't they? It's called Hassan Piker's fan base.
A parliamentary government versus a.
Well, no, I'm
Oh,
saying like,
no, probably not that.
they should have. Well, we don't necessarily have it.
Oh, I think I know what he might mean. Like, instead of just the two-party system, we have multiple. You are fidget spinner good. It's just like someone. As far as I'm concerned, Brad over here is a attack helicopter.
Party system. It's just very hard to create another party.
Yeah, it is very difficult to do that. I mean, Huey Freeman tried to make a black revolutionary party, but then it devolved into a black hip-hop party where you got the hustler preachers trying to give out their new books. You got the rapper truce where they kind of kiss each other's cheeks, and then there was also the inevitable fight.
We do have a two-party system.
Yeah, but I think what he's talking about is how instead of it being two parties, it's just two coalitions of many smaller parties.
Rather than a
multiple parties.
parliamentary system,
Yeah.
is what I'm saying.
We have a Congress, not a parliament.
I get what you're saying. I was just saying that I think we would benefit from.
Multiple parties, I'm assuming, instead of just the two. I mean, we do have multiple parties, like the Green Party and the Independent and the... Is the Tea Party still a thing? I don't know if that's still a thing.
These types of people leaving the Democratic Party and creating their
Oh,
own.
I agree.
I mean, Elon Musk tried to make his own center party too, but apparently that didn't work out too well.
Because they would get absolutely nothing done, and they get a lot more done by yelling at Democratic members of Congress.
Well, but like
Or-
Zohran Mamdani, this is his ideological ilk. He literally comes from the DSA, which is a control C of what we just watched.
Yes.
Is it?
So it's like you say that like they should have their own party. They're taking over the Democratic
I know.
Party.
Well, that's in New York.
Yeah. Is it just in New York?
And he's like a rising star, and AOC is as well, and she
The Boston
came
Tea
out of
Party.
that exact same thing.
Yeah, there was this party like back in like what, the 2010s or something. It was during the Obama administration.
Don't depress me.
All right, we'll just keep going watching the funny.
Time when you didn't have to point that out. It was pretty obvious. But we are talking about painfully woke, broken Canada, where this is how adults conduct themselves now.
Point of personal privilege. I understand there's very little time and for delegates to speak, but early on the mic, it's hard as a racialized and transgender delegate to sometimes use this card and speak up, speak to somebody in front of me in line, and ask, hey, this pertains to multiple.
It's like, why would you even need this card to be able to speak? Shouldn't you just get in line? Why do you need priority?
Intersecting parts of my lived experience I'd like to speak. I was rejected when I talked, and it's frustrating when these are my rights being directly under attack right now in Alberta, and that a cisgender
What is
woman
Alberta doing?
had spoken
No, what is Alberta doing?
over
Probably somebody
me, and
transphobic.
I understand her rights are important too. This pertains to her too, but I don't know. I hope that in the future the federal NDP will also have a broader interpretation of the equity cards for speakers. That's all. Thank you.
I still don't even know what these equity cards are even for.
Who is clapping for that stupid?
No, who's
Shit.
clapping?
You know what? They are the most narcissistic.
No, it's all about me, me, me. I'm like, what exactly did this lady... what was exactly what this lady complaining about?
Selfish. What other synonyms are there?
Narcissistic.
You sat in line, and they use their identity as an excuse for
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah,
You feel social anxiety as a marginalized person that intersects with my lived experience. Yeah, no, having social anxiety intersects with your lived experience.
Well, yeah. I mean, I've never had to deal with I mean, I do have like mild social anxiety, especially when it comes to talking to people that I really don't want to talk to, but I have to talk to because I have to interact with them on a regular basis. But
that doesn't excuse you.
But I'm not going to use my race or my sexuality in order to get my way, because I'm pretty sure they're not going to allow that.
You being a weird ass who can't speak up when it's your time to speak.
Get her, Jay. However, what I'll say is, I think what she was mad about is that she tried to cut the line using her woke card.
Oh, so she didn't even want to wait her turn.
And someone said no. I think that's what she was just saying.
They are selfish. They're selfish who have.
No, you gotta wait your turn. If you want equity and equality, then you gotta wait your turn like everybody else.
Convinced a bunch of other people that because you're Asian and trans, like, bitch, first of all, Asian.
Racialized.
You're Asian? Do you know how successful Asians are?
Oh, Lord. Okay, we're gonna bring that shit up, huh?
Asian is literally
if
more
anything,
privileged
bitch,
than
back
white.
of the line.
Oh, good Lord. No, that's actually very unhinged of you to say, Clark.
Back of the line.
That's oh my God, no. Imagine if you said that about a black person on a bus. Oh my God, they would never let him hear the end of it.
Back of the bus.
Oh no. Oh my God. That was a pre-watch moment if I've ever seen one. Good Lord. No, I just made that joke and they decided to steal it right from under me.
I'm sorry, but like.
No, you're not.
Asian, maybe in America.
That with no context.
Oh, no, I'll clip it with no context. Oh, just you wait.
I mean,
except I'm not going to because I don't feel like it.
I mean, I would love to be Asian in America because I would probably be a lot richer.
You'd have a hard.
Well, for me, it depends on what you consider Asian, because Middle Easterners aren't usually considered Asian, even though it's generally considered part of Asia.
Delegates to assist me in better using the card by forming a straight
Uh-oh. You just said straight
line behind.
And you oh my God. Oh no. No, I could tell.
The microphone.
She said straight line. It's easy to say a straight line. No, single file. This is basic elementary school mannerisms.
She has a problem. She has a problem with saying straight?
She's like icking herself out by saying the word straight.
Oh my God.
Or is it because disabled people are unable to stay in a straight line?
No, I think it's because straight is like
I don't know if I'd go that far.
Heterosexuality is what she's icked out by.
Or she just realizes it's offensive to ask these people to stand in a straight line because they're mentally incapable of following.
Oh wait, those AI Pixar trailers we used to look at, one of them was driving a Subaru and it was some lesbian couple driving in it, and it was like, not even my driving is straight.
Following any form of instruction?
No, I think the thing where she goes straight.
Yeah.
Saying the word straight is like icky and gross. Which I mean, like, it is, but you're not supposed to. Kidding.
Well, if you're saying it in that kind of manner.
But
oh, I was like, wait, what? It took me a second to process
you're
that.
supposed to
yeah.
pretend to not be disgusted by the majority of the population.
Also, like, why are you disgusted by straight people when the only reason that humanity is able to continue is because of straight people?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, not.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's fine that and also like I guess she's a non-binary, whatever. So,
But you're referring to her as a she. It's time to cancel
who
you.
knows? Maybe she's.
If you are so miserable, I'm sorry. If you are so miserable that you reject all societal norms and you think that you are like unique because of it, bitch, you're not unique. Like
You're just like all the others that claim to be unique.
understand you're just a miserable person who refuses to compete in a competitive society, so you reject every form of societal norms, because if you accepted any of them, you would have to accept that you are the bottom of the barrel, bitch.
Wow, you went off.
I'm getting really triggered today.
There we go.
Let's just roll the rest of this.
Let's
The
see.
microphone. With a prominently displayed equity card, if I see speakers ahead of you who are not holding a card prominently, it would be wrong of me to guess about their gender identity, and I will come to you.
About.
I don't know what she's saying.
I don't know what she just said either.
Goodness me, she said the words
Oh, goodness gracious.
straight line there without a trigger warning. Point of personal privilege.
Hello,
How dare
love.
a cisgender woman speak? I mean, the whole thing is nuts. Everything you see there is a sign of civilizational decline.
I wish it. Oh Lord, I wish it didn't have to be Sky News, but
She's so funny.
she's so funny.
Yeah, she might be slightly overstating it, but that is low-key actually.
It's
civilizational decline.
I would
Like,
say.
the Romans walked so we could run and do this.
Well, I
They
would.
constructed.
Yeah.
Imagine the original democracy, the first.
I mean, the Romans did allow the gay relationships, but you had to do it in a very specific way, where there was an active partner who was usually much older, and then there was a passive partner who was usually much younger. And then the passive partner would be relegated to second-class status. And the active partner usually had to be someone of a higher social status as well.
Philosophers to unfold the idea that the people could govern themselves.
Stoics
You
and all
show
of
them
that.
this. They would just.
They'll be like, no, okay, we don't need the people to govern
Stoics who
themselves.
preached about individual responsibility are seeing these people who have just a small amount of anxiety yell at everybody else for causing their anxiety.
You see, Eric Cartman had anxiety, which means he has a hard time expressing himself. So everybody shut the fuck up, because his anxiety is up to here right now. And so give him his Buddha box already.
It's wild.
I would say it's a sign of individual decline. Maybe not societal decline yet, but like
Not yet.
if somebody is acting that way, like their life is in decline.
But also, like, these are the most extreme examples. But this ideology
Yeah.
has.
And it is the extremes that usually, but it's a very vocal extreme.
It's crept into me.
So much so that the other side wants to make believe that that's what everyone is like in
Extreme
terms of
societal
that.
institutions, and I think that is a rot that is causing decline. Doesn't
Yeah.
mean it's
Yeah.
totally declined and everything is over and
We're not there
destroyed,
yet.
Not yet.
But you have to
We'll
root out
see.
the rot,
Mhm.
and instead people are like,
You just
patting
gotta
on the
let it
head and
burn.
saying, you get an equity card. Oh my gosh.
Everyone gets a car. Look under your desk, and look under your chairs, and you get a car that you still have to pay taxes to. So Oprah ain't shit.
What I would say is everyone who wants an equity card, come to this room to come get it, and then it's
I'm-
actually just an exit.
Yeah.
I just want to be able. I say this every episode. I want to fight with these people.
Oh.
Like I want to.
Well, also they're non-binary, so it's not hitting a girl.
Oh, wait. Oh, he's making a very good point.
No, not physically.
Well, of course not physically.
I just want to like
Put them in their place, basically.
because whenever I have these types of conversations, like
No, there's a DDR tournament coming up in the summer. We'll see what happens.
whenever I meet like a woke adjacent person and I actually start to debate them, I feel like it's just so satisfying to see their entire worldview crumble when you start to poke and prod at their ideas.
My vision will tear asunder your ignorance and send it crashing.
We've been trying to get woke people.
Nobody wants to touch us with a 10-foot pole.
I'll touch you with a 1,000-foot pole.
Well, people.
Although not necessarily in that way. I've mentioned earlier that I wouldn't mind doing a collab with them, but I don't know if I should reach out to them or if they should reach out to me. I highly doubt I'm going to be reaching out to them because I don't think I'm big enough for
Well,
that.
some people maybe,
Even if it would get me at least a modicum of attention.
but not the ones that we want.
Yeah. Blossom's still been roasting me. She told me to stack my coins again.
What does that even mean?
She's the one.
Your coins, not
she's
mine.
the one that got away.
The one that got
Oh my god, not a
away.
Katy Perry. No, we're
Ah.
not. Katy Perry. No.
We gotta ignite the light
All right,
and
guys.
let it shine. All right, that was very interesting. No, there was another thing that I wanted to look at that's quote unquote adjacent to this about an extension to the acronym. You know what? Let's go ahead and just take a look at it. This is a Misha Petrov video.
Recently, a Canadian politician, Leah Gazan, made a statement.
Oh, hold on. I need to fix this. No, not this. This. Yes, there. Now we can put this back where it was because I don't actually need more context.
That confused many people, including within the LGBT community. She used this extremely long acronym. Now, as we know, it was LGB, then
Yeah.
LGBT, then LGBTQIA+, whatever. Now, it's
Yeah.
something even crazier. And she did it while addressing a serious issue, which unfortunately only distracts us from it.
They provided
Oh, this is something different.
zero.
Although apparently it's still Canada related, so I guess we can take a look at it anyway.
dollars to deal with the ongoing genocide of MMIW G2S LGBTQIA+.
With the
What the hell does that even mean?
left, it's
I'm not dying, I'm still here.
this obsession with who is most oppressed. And I've started noticing
I am a depressed majority, and I deserve an extension to my allowance.
that more and more everyday LGBT people are doing the same thing I did, which is stepping away from this cult. I don't know how else to call it. That
There's this one guy I know that considers the Fuzzies to be a cult.
doesn't mean either extreme is the answer. But with the left specifically, people are leaving not because they don't feel accepted, but because they're tired of the way identity is constantly centered. It's always being expanded, right?
Hey there, Glock.
Categorized, these micro labels, and it
Yeah, this is a sentiment that Shuon had holds. She still considers herself as part of the left, but she's not to that extreme.
is all extremely performative. No
It is a performative. The video we just took a look at, obviously, we're pointing out that a lot of these people are just selfish. They think that having some sheet of paper is going to let them cut in front of people in a line just so they could speak to someone.
No one cares about the content of one's character anymore. They care about
Nope. All they care about is what's on the outside.
the labels, how it
It's all about the label. No. I mean, when it comes to something like food, obviously, I do look at food labels, like the nutrition facts and stuff like that, because I want to see, okay, how much sugar does this thing have? And it's like, it's got this percentage of sugar with that many servings, and it's like, I can eat this whole thing in like 1 minute. And you expect me to only eat like a few pieces of this?
you are. And the next thing we'll talk about further proves that point, but we'll start with this first.
Prime Minister Carney is cutting
Yes, Canadian mock for
$7
using extremely long acronyms.
dollars between Indigenous Services Canada and Crown Indigenous Relations. They provided $0 to deal with the ongoing genocide of MMIW G2S LGBTQIA+. This is abhorrent. This is callous.
Right. It's a great
I don't even know what she's talking about.
example of how far this fixation on identity and labels and the
And what does it have to do with the Indigenous people of Canada?
hierarchy of oppression has gone. Leah Gazan says, completely straight-faced, by the way. MMIWG2S LGBTQIA+. And if you're a normal
I don't even know what the first of those letters is supposed to be.
person who doesn't spend time memorizing things like this, it is impossible to follow. But for the sake of clarity, right, that acronym stands for Missing and Murdered Indigenous Women.
Wait, why would you... Wait, in what way is that related to your sexuality? And why specifically Indigenous women? Why not just people in general, regardless of your ethnicity, race, or gender? If you're murdered or missing, shouldn't we just focus on... No, what does being dead or being MIA have anything to do with sexuality?
Girls, two-spirit, lesbian.
I mean, I know about Two-Spirit. It's some other semi-related Native American thing.
Gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, questioning, intersex, and asexual, plus others. And it's actually used by the Canadian government. That's exactly...
No, the missing, murdered Indigenous women and girls thing is the most confusing part of this.
The issue, right? It's not just some random woke TikToker. You'll find plenty of those, as you may know. They take this seriously. Now, what is serious?
It sounds like this one part of the DDR community.
This is violence against Indigenous women and girls. It deserves attention. It deserves funding, real solutions. The same concern should extend to Indigenous men and boys, by the way. I'm not
It should just extend to all people.
sure why this excludes them, but I have to ask, right?
Because it's not.
Right?
I don't
What
know.
does that have to do with lesbian, gay, or bisexual people?
That's what I'm asking.
Do we only care about the missing and murdered Indigenous women and girls if they're gay? I'd hope not. Sexual orientation and gender identity are
Two different things.
also not the same category, right? So we at least have to have some kind of split, lumping all of it together as if it is one unified experience ignores the nuances that we need to have here.
Right.
Now, we've also added race and ethnicity.
I mean, that's pretty much that's literally the the maxi pride flag, as I call it.
There's no longer a clear issue, something that we're fighting for, something concrete, and we should focus on a very specific and very serious issue. In this case, these missing and murdered girls, right? But that was combined with this long, confusing list of identities that don't relate to that issue in any way. Because if your argument is, well, a lot of them that went missing are gay, okay.
And what's your point?
Some of them that went missing are probably disabled too. Why didn't you add disabled?
Oh, she's making a good point.
This is very offensive to disabled, murdered and missing Indigenous women. What? We would just have to keep going and going. No one knows.
Now, what else could we add to the list? Are we gonna have to add artificial intelligence to that eventually?
What the movement is actually focused on anymore, because it's not focused on any one thing, which is a shame, again, because it takes attention away from any serious issue. She wants more funding directed toward addressing violence against Indigenous women. Those are separate policy areas. There's funding for addressing violence against these communities. That's one issue. Then there's advocacy around sexual orientation.
Yeah, we shouldn't be conflating these two simply because it'll earn you more brownie points.
Or gender identity, that's another thing. Combining everything into one label makes it very hard to understand what exactly is being asked for, which is why I don't think the goal is to actually raise awareness. It might just be to virtue signal.
It probably, and then I saw this as I was like scrolling through the timeline down here, and then you know, there's a reason why there are different. I'm like,
2017, the Elementary Teachers Federation of Ontario went viral for a flyer advertising
inclusiveness training
a LGBTTTIQQAAPP inclusiveness training session.
God damn.
And this one is lesbian, gay, gender.
No, do we really need all
queer,
of this?
Bisexual, demisexual, transgender, transsexual, two-spirit, intersex, queer, questioning, asexual, allies, pansexual, polyamorous.
We're missing omnisexual.
It's interesting. They include categories like asexual, which refers to people who experience little to no sexual attraction, right?
I wanted to make believe that I was ace, but it's not true.
That's already a different lane. There is an absence of sexual attraction, and then you have things like polyamory, so now you're
Yeah, that's just
combining sexual orientation, gender identity.
Yeah, polyamory is when you have multiple partners.
Relationship preferences like polyamory.
Yes, that's a good way to say it.
Race with the flag too.
Oh yes. Wait, when did this purple ring get added? No, it's like when Granddad complains. It's like when Granddad complains about new social media platforms. He's like, what the hell is a Twitter? They keep making all these new things. I can't keep up.
Into one umbrella. It makes it hard to communicate, which makes it harder to solve.
Omnisexual. It's where you're a... Wait, there was a normal gays video that we looked at a while ago where there's pansexual, where you like all genders, and then there's omnisexual, where you like everyone regardless of gender. I don't know what the difference is at this point.
So you're no longer describing a clear group with a shared experience at all.
It's the new Ohio flag.
Especially among younger people, you see that.
It only you mean it's all just Ohio? Always has been.
That's right. They like to virtue signal constantly, and there is a strong emphasis on appearing morally aware, but it's done in a very performative way. People feel pressure to say the most current, correct opinion, right? And then they post about it.
Yeah, I decided not to say the correct opinion, and then I got quote-unquote punished for it, but little did they know I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing, and they can mold all they want.
And whatnot. Whether that's about sexuality, race, whatever is in.
Just wanted to come on here and say I do stand for what's right, and what's right now.
Yeah, they think sex and well, remember, they think that they're two, even though they are exactly the same thing. No, it's like the difference between bitches and white bitches. Bitches and white bitches are two different things, because we gotta specify white bitches, because we have white hostages.
Black lives do matter, and white people do have white privilege, so it's unfortunate, but
well, I'm half Mexican, and I am quite content with my lot in life.
fill the comments with a fist and spread the positivity and love. So,
No.
go.
What's right now, and there are real issues within the LGBT community
Yeah.
in many parts of the world, right? Many people are still being imprisoned, abused, killed simply because of what two consenting adults choose to do, and that's
Simply because of what makes your dick hard.
something to speak up about. But instead, we're focusing on who's saying the acronym the right way or the wrong
Who's
way.
saying it? I've been saying. Here's the right way to say it. You say, I mentioned this earlier. It's lettuce, gay, bacon, and tomato. That's how you say it.
And that actually makes them a bigot.
There is a huge difference between this.
I'm trying to think. What would the two S's be? We have lettuce, bacon, tomato. Is there a food item that starts with the Q? Quiznos? Sliced salami, lettuce, gay, bacon, and tomato at Quiznos.
And this.
What's the difference? There's already two S's. Why would we need this?
SSLGBTQ is used by the transphobic people
Shut up.
to place themselves in front of the LGBTQ community,
Wait, what is...
undermine the LGBTQ community, and be transphobic. Meanwhile,
I can't tell if this guy's being legit. No, he's got eyes like a demon. Do you see the way his eyes are opened up like that? No, I don't trust that.
L2SLGBTQ is an acronym that includes our Two-Spirit community, a wildly important part of our LGBTQ community.
I've never even heard of Two-Spirit until literally last year. Quinoa. Yes. Actually, quinoa is actually a very good... Because I know that quinoa's hip with like millennials and Gen Z. That's actually perfect, Jackal. Thank you so much. Yes. Lettuce, gay, bacon, tomato, and quinoa. Oh my god, you're a genius.
People are being thrown from roofs. People are being killed. And you're talking about, oh, someone is saying 2S
Yeah, she's not wrong.
LGBTQ instead of SS LGBTQ. What
The the SS Salty Spittoon.
a bigot transphobe. Okay. And
Yeah, because using a 2 instead of an S is that big of a
then
deal.
we're wondering why gay acceptance is going down. Hello, can we stop? We need to stop. We need to
No, that's the
do
problem.
some damage control. That's why I'm happy to see more and more people speaking out. If everything is treated
I mean, that's what I'm doing right here.
as equally urgent, though, nothing stands out as actually urgent. If every identity label, subcategory, it's given the same weight, it becomes harder to prioritize people who are actually facing real consequences, like in the real world. Not, oh my god, I was triggered because they said 2SL and not SSB.
Oh, they got triggered because I decided that, well, I don't know how to put it into words. I know why I got canceled, but...
BBQ. Girl, also in Canada, instead of victim cards,
Oh, yeah, in here,
They have-
the normal gays are talking about this.
have equity cards.
Equity cards.
This is a real thing at their convention, so let's watch that too.
As a point of privilege on microphone 1, then we'll go to microphone 3. Go ahead, delegate.
Yes, hello.
Yes, we saw this earlier.
Oh, I was standing here with my gender equity card before you called on the previous speaker. That's my point of privilege that I would like to raise.
I will explain the speaking order, which is
And I couldn't comprehend what was actually going on. I was trying to make sense of what was going on,
fixed.
so I did it. Personally, you call it LGBT ETC. I don't even know what the E stands for.
I cannot amend, which is the pro-con rotation. You can move yourself up a line that you're standing in.
And she's so offended by that.
I'm pro, and I was...
She feels like she's more oppressed. She should have gone first. If you belong
Yes.
to a marginalized identity, you could use that card to move ahead in line and
But apparently some identities are more marginalized than
be
others.
prioritized to speak. Great. So instead of people being called on, like, I don't know, an order, a line, or...
Yeah, no, I've always been, low-key, I've always been one of those first come, first serve type of people. You either get here in time so that you can be interviewed or ask your questions, or you can just wait in the back of the line.
Merit, clarity of what they're saying, priorities determined on identity, how oppressed you are because of your gender, your sexuality, your race. Again, this ties into why so many LGBT people are stepping away from this, because people are not viewed as people, they're viewed as these labels and micro labels.
And people, these are the same people that try to complain about objectifying themselves. You're objectifying your identity.
And rank based on how marginalized they are perceived to.
I mean, I know what etc. means. I just thought that the E stood for something. That's not what I mean, Jack.
Us gay people don't
Oh yeah, the jackal doesn't know how to spell raccoon.
want to be reduced to just a label or have something like sexuality be used as a way to gain priority in a room. We would actually prefer to be treated as individuals, right? Like straight.
I would like to be treated like I will be treated like nothing. I want to be treated like oblivion.
Gay people, not worse and not better. Equality.
Yesterday, this
Oh yeah, this lady said that she identified as a black woman even though she is clearly a black woman.
card was used in an inappropriate manner. And while I understand in Ontario we know this is equity, even if that,
Yeah, and that lady was
this
nodding.
was also used inappropriate in terms.
And that guy was nodding. Wait, if they get victim cards, when do you get your white privilege card? You don't get one. No, it's equity card. You don't get any equity because you're already at the top.
terms of gender. I want everyone to be mindful that these cards for individuals like myself who identify as a black woman.
Identify as a black woman.
Yes, and I identify as a chair, and you're all sitting on me, so why don't you get off before I get...
No, I think you are black, girl.
It's hard as a racialized and transgender delegate to sometimes use this card and speak up, speak to somebody in front of me in line and ask, hey, this pertains
Oblivion Elder Scrolls or Oblivion Tom Cruise. Okay.
to multiple intersections.
Oh, are you as... I don't know.
Parts of my lived experience, I'd like to speak. I was rejected when I talked, and it's frustrating when these are my rights being directly under attack right now in Alberta, and that a cisgender woman had spoken over me.
Oh, so she's complaining about some other lady.
And I understand her rights are important too. This pertains to her too, but I don't know.
Wait your turn. That's what you should do. It's called patience. As someone who's been blessed and cursed with too much patience, I have way too much patience for this.
I hope that in the future the federal NDP will also have a broader interpretation of the equity cards for speakers. That's all. Thank you.
We should just settle this in the ring. Woke versus woker. Whoever's stronger.
Oh,
Might just be a
Lord.
bunch of trans women. Never mind.
Oh no.
I will invite delegates to assist me in better using the card by forming a straight
And then this.
straight line
Straight line.
behind the microphone.
Because not even her driving is straight.
This is like straight from a straight.
Straight.
Sorry, from a skin.
Bent.
She just rolled a straight line.
We're gonna form a bent line now.
Girl, like it's not funny. It's actually tragic.
Straight line.
We keep
I mean, it is a little bit funny.
batting labels, obsessing over identity.
Not when it's that kind of identity.
From many on the left for these trans procedures for minors, allowing biological men in women's sports and spaces, prisons. It's no wonder why so many are exhausted and leaving. Not every conversation should be reduced to categories like sexuality or gender.
Yeah.
And from experience, that's why so many are stepping away. They don't feel represented by a culture that constantly prioritizes that over substance. At the same time, swinging to the opposite extreme does not solve anything.
And this is you can actually connect this to like gaming. Whenever it comes to like games and shit, the people will talk about style over substance, where a game looks flashy and cool, but when you try to play it, it's not quite as fun as it could be. So I'd imagine something. So that's it would be a very good comparison in that case.
Far left and the far right, they both fixate on race, on sexuality. So the
Yes, it's not just one side, it's the other side. Yet iDobs, aka iCuck, wants to make believe that horseshoe theory doesn't exist.
solution, again, is not to pick a team, to pick
Or at the very least that it's not real.
a side. It's to think
No, I will not pick a side. I am my own side, and I would like to be there on my own.
for yourself. And if you find like-minded individuals, that's great. If you find a label that works for you, awesome. But the focus should be on making real change, actually helping those in need. But
You see, they were talking about hoping for some shit and changing some shit because all that they're asking for is hope.
to do that, we need to be clear, right? There has to be clear communication so that we can prioritize these issues, have the conversation.
Yeah, better is a dry morsel and quietness therewith than a house full of sacrifices with strife. Oh, Lord of mercy, yeah.
students be more grounded.
Yeah, just so yeah. Have your little a little cracker. Just eat your cracker. Don't worry about whatever the hell is going on over there. Just enjoy your crackers. You don't need the big buffet that's down the street. You're probably not even going to be able to eat it all.
More focused and a lot less performative. This is something I'm going to keep exploring, so if that sounds...
Okay, so yeah, there's that. Yeah, we'll take that. All right. What else did I want to look at? Oh, I wanted to look... before I actually move on. So yeah, that's all that I wanted to do or look at with regards to whatever was going on, whatever the hell was going on in Canada of all things. Because, oh Canada,